Hello everyone! So today we're going to learn how to create a writing workbook in Canva. So let's get started. On our homepage, we're going to go to the search bar and we're going to input workbook and we're going to click on see all to view more templates that we can choose from. And here we are on the templates page. Go ahead and choose any template that you'd like to use and modify. As for me, I think I'm going to go with this one. So let's click on it and let's click on Customize this template. We're going to wait for it to load. And here it is. In case you'd like to change your template, you can do so by going to the side panel over here. You can scroll down. Or you can find specific templates using the search bar right over here. Okay, so we're going to start making our workbook. As for me, I'm going to add another page at the top, and I'm going to select everything and delete everything. This will serve as my cover for my workbook. So we're going to start. I actually prepared some notes over here that I can use with the help of an AI. So I'm just going to copy these things onto my design, just to show you something to work with. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. I'm going to put here, let's see, chapter 1. And I'm going to remove the Italization. So yeah, that should do it. I'm going to remove this, as well as some of these lines. And I am going to add a text box by pressing T on my keyboard. And a text box will automatically appear. I'm going to remove the Italization and turn off the uppercase option. So it's going to look like this. And I'm going to input something over here. We can also change the text's alignment. I'd like to align it to the left. So maybe we could do that. And I'm going to resize this. I'd also like to use a different font. So we're going to go to the font selection tool above and find a font that we're going to like. And we're just going to align it properly. And I'd like to turn this objective word into bold. Okay. Let's see what we have on our page. So we have instructions. We're going to copy this one or duplicate this one so that we won't have to go through all of those things again. What does it say? Instructions? Or maybe you could just simply copy this. We're going to highlight this, copy, highlight this part, and press Ctrl+B on our keyboard. And make sure that it's aligned. Okay, we're going to delete a few more of these lines. And I'd like to duplicate this one because we're going to add another thing right here. And that is this one, activity. We're going to highlight this portion again and Control plus B. All right, we're going to remove a line and there you go. We can remove this kind of like watermark right here. You can also choose to edit this and place whatever you want to place here. But as for me, I'd like to press delete and, well, remove it, as well as this one. I'm going to zoom in. I think I can see a little X at the bottom. Oh, yeah, this one. I'd like to remove that as well. So let's see. I'd like to remove this one as well. I'd like to put a page number too. So I'm going to press T on my keyboard. And I'm going to place page number 1 over here. Okay. And it's time for us to actually start, well, making it look more beautiful. We've already laid out everything here. So now we're going to make it look more attractive by beautifying it using some elements from Canva. So we're going to do that. I think this is a highlight. So in order to change the color of this background, we're going to go to Effects and here, Background. This is where we can change its color. So let's do that. Let's choose a color that we'd like to use. Perhaps this one's nice. So I'm just going to take note of this color code. We're going to try to use that in one of these or in a portion of these texts. So we're going to try to do that. Ah, we can do it. So basically what I did, I copied the color code and pasted it over here. And look, it turned this text or this word into that specific color. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to highlight this word right here. And we're going to go to this plus button here and Control plus V over here. And here you go. One more time. This one, and since we already like pasted the color earlier, we can just automatically click on this one. Oh, sorry about that. Highlight and there. Let's also highlight the colon right here, as well as the colon over here too. Okay, great. Now it's starting to look better. Let's try to change the color of the lines as well. Okay, great. Now let's add some elements to it to make it look, yeah, much better, more attractive. So let's go to Elements. And we're going to look for whatever elements we'd like to put in our page. So let's say Design. And let's click on Graphics. And here we are. Here are some of the things that we can use on our page. I really like flowers and leaves, so maybe that's what we're going to try to use today. Oh, maybe not just today, but as always. We're going to try that. Let's have this one. I'd like to create like a relaxing atmosphere, so we're going to go for this one. We're going to send it backwards, so to do that, go to Positions and then to Back if you want it to be at the very back. But if you just want to place it like one step backwards, you know what I mean, you can press backward. But as for me, I'd like to place it to the very back, so I'm going to go for to back. And then I'm going to adjust its transparency by clicking on this button and by dragging this slider or by selecting a value over here. Okay, let's look for more elements that we can use. How about this one? We can rotate it and adjust its transparency once again. Oops, too faint. That should do it. And if you want to use the same element, press this button, the duplicate button. And you can also flip it by going here. You can click it, you can flip it horizontally or vertically. And there you go. Isn't it great? So basically, we're just going to do the same thing over and over again. I'm just going to finish all of the chapters, and then we're going to go back, or I'm going to go back and show you how I'm going to design my cover page. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's try to see how it looks like. We're gonna click on this button right here, or press Control plus Alt plus P. Our cover page is still blank for now, but we're going to design it later. Let's take a look at the content of our workbook. Okay, there you go. I think I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So now we are going to start designing our cover page. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use the same kind of theme. So we're going to copy some elements from there. We're going to select the element that we want to copy first, then press Ctrl+C on our keyboard, go to the page we're working on, and then press Ctrl+V on our keyboard this time. And since this is going to be the cover page, we can now try to adjust its transparency and make it look more visible. And we're going to do the same thing for the other elements if we want to. As for me, I'm going to try to duplicate this and send the other one to the back. We're going to flip it first. And yeah, do something like that. And then we're going to add a text box. Let's press T on our keyboard. And we're going to add our title now. Oh. So I'm going to put creative and then writing. We're going to change their font later, but let's first focus on the text. Then there's something here that I'd like to copy. And yeah, we're going to start designing it now, or start beautifying our texts. But first, I think I'd like to add a rectangle, so let's do that by pressing R on our keyboard, and it'll give us a square or a rectangle that we can work on. We're going to position it properly, and we can also adjust its color. Let's try to send it backwards. Or what if we turn the page into the same color and then turn this one white? I think it's okay. We're going to keep that. We're going to make sure all the text fits here. We're going to change this font. Maybe we can adjust the spacing between each letters. And then maybe we can turn all of these letters into uppercase. And perhaps change its color too. Something that would match our theme. We can also adjust the spacing for this one. And then we're going to set this as a reference. So we're going to align everything properly. Okay, that should do it. I'm not going to go all out for this one. I'd like to keep it simple. So let's take a look at what we have. Okay. Okay. And once you're happy with your design, you can finally download it by going to the share button above and then click on download. Here you can select whatever file type you like your file to be saved as. Also try to check other settings according to your preferences, the number of pages you'd like to include, and once everything's all set, click on download. So that's all for today. We hope you found today's video of help. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.